So it's all about weight transfer. When you brake, the centre of mass moves forward. When you accelerate, it moves rearward. And when you turn, it is pushed to the outside of the car. More load on each tyre equals more grip. So make sure you're smooth with the controls to prevent the weight transfer from becoming too violent.
Good evening, wow. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to round 3 of PSGL's Formula 3 division. My name is Zebra94. Just want to wish all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day, and I hope it's already ended. I hope you had a good one. If it's just beginning, I hope you have a great one today. So we have an exciting bunch. Drivers here ready to go, ready to take the Red Bull ring here at the Australian Grand Prix at Spielberg. Fast, quick times, all within 1 minute and 10 seconds. Today we have, how many drivers we have lined up? We have 16 drivers lined up. Fortunately, a couple of drivers are unable to make it. My co-commentator Jake is absent once again due to exams and studying, so no problem there. So yeah, let's get things kicked off with some qualifying. We have about 11 minutes left, just a little bit over 11 minutes. And let's just jump on someone real quick and start on board Kizak for a second while I get everything settled up. Alright. On board with Kizak, who is currently P1 at the moment. Pulling a 19.313 through Sector 1. He's in the Terra Force India. He's on the Ultra Sauce. Didn't have that great of a run last week, but he's here to redeem himself. He is currently in second place in the driver standings, and for his Sahara Force team, currently third, which is 16 points, 7 points down from McLaren, and 20 points down from Williams, who's currently leading the constructor standings with 36 points. Crackle Paul in the Ferrari. Got 6 points last week, so he's in the middle of the pack when it comes to drivers standings. And for constructors, sitting fifth for Ferrari. Then we have Yarm in the Williams, Rossi 21 in the Oz. Last week at Bahrain, both the Haas drivers of Rossi and Unomi, they were sitting pretty to get some great points, not only for themselves but for the Constructors Championship, but then just tragedy struck and extremely unfortunate. Ashley in the Ferrari, Fraggle's teammate, currently sitting in P12 in qualifying. Blue Mosquito, he's back. Had to skip out last week, but he's back in the Renault, currently sitting P15. And back to Tizot, back to Fragile Paul. Coming up on 8 minutes left, let's take a look at the weather as it stands. Looks like it's going to get a little bit overcast towards the end of qualifying there, and then race weather, looking at some clouds, then it'll get sunny, and then it'll get a little bit of overcast. So temperatures will rise towards the middle of the race, and then will drop just a bit towards the end of the race there. So that's your weather forecast. Take a look at the standings so far. A couple drivers setting times on super softs just to get a time in, and other drivers setting on ultra softs. So we have Tizok with a 107.482, Ash Best right behind him with a 107.691, Fraggle Paul with a 107.980, Yarm with a 108.014. Yes, it is very close. Actually, hold on, I'll be right back. You're gonna get blue screen real quick. Just gotta, I always forget to do this. I need to turn off these notifications so they don't pop up. Pretty sure I got that right. Yeah, alright. Alright, I always forget to do it. Always do. No, we're back. You know me with a 108.048, just slightly off into the 107s along with the RM. Ashley with a 108.066 onto the podium with a 108.516. Doug Dude with a 108.520. AMS with a 108.630. Blue Mosquito with a 108.672. RDO with a 108.754. Rossi with a 108.764. And then everyone else is yet to set a time. Curtis at a 107, but it was invalid, so expect him to be up there with the top. So first through 12 only separated by less than 1.5 seconds. So very, very tight. It's going to be tight racing. How close is 7 through 12? He said very close, and I'll take your word for it. Yeah, 0.2 away from each other close. That is absolutely ridiculously close. Let's ride on board with Fraggle Paul. There's a little bit of lag issues. One of the faster tracks of the circuits. Only 8 corners. Curtis is going to move up to P6. And on board with Dougie Dude as we're within 5 minutes. And he's going to move up to second position in the Toro Rosso. So great job. On board with Unami 1 Kentucky. Currently in P4, running a 16.488 in Sector 1. As he just goes around corner 2 at Remus. And coming up to turn 3, Schwarzgold. If I'm pronouncing any of these corners wrong, please let me know. I'll try my best to correct myself. Go around turn 4 at Roch. Then Worth third. Going up around turn 6. And there's a pit entrance, and it looks like Unami is going to be done, but yeah, it goes around Rint and then into Red Bull Mobile is the final corner. And Curtis goes in 2. Here comes Rossi, currently P13. He's on his outlap with just 3:50 left to go. Thank you for joining us. Happy Mother's Day all around the world. I'm the Zebra94. Thanks for joining us once again. Season 3 of Formula 3, Round 3. It's all about the threes tonight. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to have one heck of a race once again. My co-commentator Jake will be unable to make it due to exams, studying his butt off, so good luck to him, and hopefully he passes those exams. I'm sure he'll feel extremely relieved once everything's said and done. We're at the Austrian Grand Prix, the Red Bull Ring. And now Rouse is going to start his flying lap. Going up to Castrol Edge, turn 1, uphill right-hander, goes around a Mercedes there. Not a problem. Coming in with less than 3 minutes to go. Rossi setting a 16.378, which is puts him third fastest in Sector 1, it looks like. I believe he has yet to set a lap time, so he's hoping that this will be it. A good time to go out too. If he's not happy with this time, he can go out there and set one more lap. Plenty of grip and rubber out on the track within the groove. Trying to get faster and faster. Goes a little bit wide there. That corner is a little bit touchy. You need to shift up at the right time. If not, you will lose your rear end. Coming around Rent. And then come around corner 8 at Red Bull Mobile. Let's see what he gets. 105, 106, 107. He's going to get a 107.846. And that will put him in 5th place, which looks like that he's happy about. Eating Game Freaker, KRR, thanks for joining us tonight. And everyone else, very much appreciated. Coming up with 1:30 left, we're going to jump on out at about a minute. And then we'll get back in for the formation lap. No, he left. You should be able to get back in, unless we had to do something. Coming up on slow traffic around the outside, but looks like Rossi is done. He's off his left as well. Jarum, and we're gonna back on out now. So we have less than a minute left to go in qualifying. It's going to be an exciting race for sure. Can't wait for it. Why leave so early? Because I have a minute left in qualifying, and I don't want my car to be on the track. So it just looks bad. And I know that we can't get the last remaining results, but it keeps my car from ghosting on the track, and we'll be able to rejoin without having me retire like at the beginning of the race. So because I know ghost cars kind of throw people off. I know some people are afraid the game will glitch and it'll give them like they're trying to go through a ghost car and the game glitches and they crash into it. So it's better be safe than sorry. I know it's a tight race for qualifying, and hopefully in 2017 they'll actually have a spectator's position or a commentator or something like that. So hopefully it won't. Hopefully we want to keep backing in and out. If we want to commentate, we can just stay on in. Coming up next week, we'll be at Monaco, round 4, the 21st of May. It's going to get intense there. It's going to be a lot of bumping and banging. It's going to be fun. Next week, Monaco, same time, same place. Hopefully Jake will be with us. Some cars are still out on the track, trying to set a one last lap time. When will I join back? As soon as I get a message from one of the guys saying that we're on the formation lap. And then all I have to do is just jump right on in, and yeah, that's it. So it's going to be a little bit of breather. It's going to be an intense race, so use this time to catch your breath, because you're going to need it. And all right, there you go. Just as you asked, we'll be hopping right on in. All right. So we're probably going to be coming in the middle of the formation lap, so we'll be starting off going over the starting grid of round 3 of the Austrian Grand Prix. Formula 3 action coming your way. 36 laps here. Take a look at the starting grid. Tizok getting the pole once again. Dougie Dude in P2 in the Toro Rosso. Falling behind them in row 2, Yarum and Ash Best in the Sauber. Row 3, we have Unami 1 Kentucky and Rossi in the Haas. Row 4 gives you Fraggle Paul in the Ferrari and Curtis in the Mercedes. Classic rivalry, the Prancing Horses against the Silver Arrow. Back in row 5, we have Ashley and Milan Pot. So much like today's Spanish Grand Prix, you kind of have a staggered set of Mercedes and Ferrari. Onto the podium, and AMS make up row 6. Blue Mosquito and RDO making up row 7. There's a shot of some trees, and he's just chilling on there. And Rakarov and Mr. Stim making up the last of the group as he makes his way around, lower than a turtle, around the last of the corners. And as we wait for him, there he comes, rejoining back on the grid. So here we go. 5 red lights. And away we go. Looks like a clean start thus far as they go up the hill and to turn 1 at Cashwell's Edge. 16 cars rolling down the front straightaway. We have cars going up. Let's take a look. Oh, we have a Renault going way off wide. It looks like no contact has been made just yet. We got some glitches up in the front. Right with Dougie Dude as he gets shifted back into first, as in the 3rd place. Yarm up in P2, but battling side by side coming into turn 2. Tizok trying to hold it. They go around the outside. They touch. Yarm goes outside the track, but still holds on, going back to two Haas's. They're right there, Unami 1 Kentucky and Rossi right on the gearbox of Yarm as they go into turn 3. Going around the outside of Dougie Dude there by Yarm, so nice car control from all these drivers thus far as we shift back through the field here. No rain has been said. Rakarov back in 16th position. I wonder what happened there as we go through. Blue Mosquito in P15, RDO in P14. Mr. Stim moving up 3 positions, starting from 16th now to 13th, so he's moving up to the field now. Oh, we have a Haas around. That would be Rossi, and we have Ash Best around as well, I believe. So we have cars all around. Take a look. Yep, that would be Ash Best going into the pits now. There's Rakarov. Looks like not having that great of a race. Rossi back in P16, last place. Looks like his left wing got cut off there in the collision. I wonder what happened there. Just around that curve, man, it's very, very treacherous. Cars can move their back ends there, just kind of get a little throttle happy, and then just wash the back end. Fourth gear is extremely dangerous in these cars because it just really wants to kick up when you want to shift up to 4th and 5th gear here. So looking out onto the podium, he's in P9 going around turn number 3. And Fraggle Paul right behind his teammate of Ashley in P7. Curtis actually trying to defend for position from Ashley. Looks like there's a little bit of lag there going on. People lagging, hopefully no one's streaming. That would be illegal. Oh, looks like you have looks like the 10th there. Fraggle Paul's gonna dip dive, duck into the pits there. And Yarp's in the fast lap, the 110 on board with AMS and P7. Curtis up in P5, still trying to defend it. Ashley right behind him, and Dougie Dude trying to contend for position. Trying to get around Unami for P3. Down corner number 3. Into the DRS zone on board with Dougie Dude. Let's see if he can make the pass. I don't think he can just yet. Too far behind. Hard on the brakes around turn number 3. There's Curtis, Ashley, AMS, and onto the podium, all right behind him in a nice train on board with Ashley as he's trying to defend his 6th place position from AMS behind the podium. Just watching these two, hoping for a mistake so that he can capitalize. But just as much, Ashley's just watching in front of him, being careful. Ashley trying to go on the inside. Can he make it stick? Oh, thought about it. Oh, AMS goes wide, almost bumps it onto the podium, Takes advantage of the mistake. Curtis trying to block in the draft, but both of them are in DRS 2 by 2 as the cars go up to corner number 1. Oh, they touch just a little bit. No damage as the drivers are able to keep control of their car. Unami 1 Kentucky going off on the inside of Dougie Dude, trying to make the move up into P3, and he does. Ashley going to try to follow through. Oh, won't be able to get it, but into the 2nd DRS. Battling side by side. All the way around. Oh, it's going great, Remco. If you can, man, stay tuned. It's going to be close. What an awesome battle between P3 all the way back to like P10. Unbelievable. On the podium, still trying to keep AMS at bay. And he's doing a pretty dang good job. But AMS keeping the pressure on him, trying to make him into... Oh, it looks like they touched there for a bit. But again, these drivers keeping control of their cars, keeping it clean as we have drivers going into the pits. Car goes wide. That would be the Toro Rosso of Dougie Dude. Onto the straights. On the podium is going to catch up on some positions. People started on the Ultra Softs will be pitting around this time frame. Probably going on the softs and ending or trying to do a one stop here. As long as for 1 there's no rain, which the forecast said there isn't going to be, and for 2 if there's no safety cars. So going up the hill into turn number 2. Oh, touches. Oh, getting onto the podium, getting a little ping pong there, but holds on to it, but slows down to him, and I believe that was AMS there. It was. Oh! Onto the podium, hard! Into the wall. He has no front wings. He has to pit right now. How unfortunate. Yeah, Rossi and Ashbest have damage, and they did a pit lap 1, but onto the podium with no front wing, halfway through, having to go all the way back in. We're going 3 wide going to turn 3 right there, so I'm sure he did his best to try to avoid it, but some accidents are just unavoidable. That's just racing right there, trying to catch up. Here we go, we're on board with Milan Pop. We just completed lap 5 out of 36. AMS up in P5. P3 now as the leaders have come into pit. And now we have a new leader with Ashley as he's going to lead. I believe this is the first time he's ever led in F3 this season. So he's going to hold on to the lead now with Mr. Stem right behind him. Started in last place. He's now up to P2. Let's see if he can finish in such a good position. If so, he's got my vote for driver of the day. Moving up 14 positions. Actually, what am I doing? Moved away. Mr. Stem trying to go around the outside of Ashley, trying to make it stick, but coming through on the inside is AMS, taking P2 away from Mr. Stem, like a fat guy taking candy away from a diabetic. On board with AMS, let's see if he can make the pass around Ashley coming into the home stretch on the DRS. Mr. Stem lurking right behind him along with RDO. Ashley going into the pits now, so AMS is your new leader for the time being. And he's still going to get DRS along with Mr. Stem. Looking at the rear now. Holding it. Ooh, AMS Mr. Stem there racing into turn 2. Holding it down. But there's RDO right behind him, starting on the softs. And he's going to be out there for a while. Looks like he's going to be out there and switch onto the ultra softs, maybe the super softs, come later on. And tight racing between these three. Let's move on back. Let's see if we can get another battle that we can look out. Blue Mosquito in P4. There's Fraggle Paul in P5 with the Williams of Yarum and a Sierra Force India of Tizok there with Curtis right behind him. So these guys will be your effective leaders once the 3 leaders in front of them decide to pit. Jocelyn for position on board with Tizok as he tries to go on the inside of Yarum, and it's turn A. Oh! Yarum dives in deep! But Yarum goes way wide. He holds on to it though. Gotta be careful there, Yarum. That could have easily been an accident. But Tizok lightning quick in P6. Rakarov has retired from the session. He just wasn't having that great of a run, unfortunately. Moving on back to the field, we have Ashley in P9, Unami in P10, Milan Pop in P11, Ash Best in P12, Rossi in P13, onto the podium and P14 now. And Dougie Dude in P15, I wonder what happened to him. Now we're back up here with your current 3 leaders as they stand. AMS in P1, RDO in P2, and Mr. Stem back in P3. If this race stays green, this race is going to be over in about 40 minutes. Fraggle Paul has left the session. They could be able to join right back in. Tizok's in a fast lap of a 109.930, excuse me. RDO trying to get around his teammate. Right now it's the McLarens. They're dominating. On board with RDO as he's following his teammate. They just go side by side and block the whole road if they want to, but RDO, he wants that position, he wants that spot Mr. Stim right behind him, followed by Blue Mosquito, and good thing Fraggle Paul has joined back in. That's good to see. Whoa, side by side. Getting very, very close. Let's see if he can make the move now. He's diving in on the inside. Oh, no. In the draft, this is for the lead. RDO gets it, passes his teammate for P1, and he's going to try to sail on by with the soft, so he's going to be good for quite a bit now. Can Mr. Stim make the pass around AMS for P2? Is going to thought about going on the inside. Looks like RDO is going to try to do a one-stopper here. The Blue Mosquito right behind him, joining the fray. He's also started on the softs as well. Let's go back through now. Tizok. He's kind of all by himself, kind of pulled away from the pack there of Curtis and Yarim. Ashley in P8. Unami in P9. He's actually trying to defend up Milan Pop. The battle for 9th here. They're holding it down. Fraggle Paul, a little bit of lag in there. Milan Pop. There he is in the DRS. Can he get past Unami? Going on the inside up to Castle's Edge. Doesn't get it done, but here comes Fraggle Paul. He gets a great run out of turn 1, and he moves up into P9 now. Milan Pop just wasn't all that confident getting around turn 1, and Fraggle Paul took advantage of it. There's Ashley in P7. Yarm in P6 right behind Curtis. Tizok now up in P4. Blue Mosquito in P3. AMS in P2. And RDO all the way up in P1. So Mr. Stim has decided to pit. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Formula 1 game. Appreciate the retweet. What? Got a retweet now. That's crazy. Thanks guys for joining in. It is absolutely intense. I'm the Zebra 94. We're just approaching, we're talking about 6 laps to go until we approach halfway. AMS and Blue Mosquito side by side going up into turn 1 as Blue Mosquito takes the position away from AMS and into the DRS. Unfortunately, AMS getting left behind in the dust, and Tizok here to clean up the rest, catching up. Also want to thank all my viewers over the past almost a year now. About, I think August will be a year when I first started commentating for Formula America when that was on PSGL. I got over 2,000 views thanks to you guys. Very much appreciated. I never thought I would ever get that many. Oh, we got a puncture, it looks like. Look at that AMS with a puncture. Should we go into the pits? I think it's all right. Right rear puncture. Going board with AMS as he goes into the pits. I could be mistaken. Going on the softs, looks like going to be one stopping, and he's out. Back in 11th though, Ash Best now to P10, Milan Pop in P9. Fraggle Paul up in P8 now, Unami in P7. Ashley in P6. Yarm in P5, still trying to pass Curtis there. Tizok now up to P3 with Blue Mosquito in his sights. And RDO all by himself, starting back in 14th position. Now up to leading the race, has led for a couple laps now. Let's follow the battle between Tizok and Blue Mosquito. Blue Mosquito's been on the soft since the beginning of the race. Blue Mosquito gives him plenty of space. Just decides to let him go. I believe Tizok's going to be in the DRS. No, he's not. He will not be. Blue Mosquito might be. Yes, he is. On board with Yarm as he's trying to pass Curtis for P4 now. Going around a nice gaggle of cars right here from P2 on back. I'm sure RDO is loving this as he can pull away and try to complete his one stop. He was one of those people who opted out of qualifying just so he can pick his tire, his starting tire, and he went with softs, and right now it's working as he's currently leading. Yarm in P5 trying to make the move on Curtis. Tizok getting closer. Now Curtis trying to pass Blue Mosquito for the podium position now. Again, thank you for all joining on the Zebra 94, streaming this from San Diego, California. Happy Mother's Day for all the mothers out there, soon to be mothers as well. On board with Curtis as he gets around on the inside of Blue Mosquito. Can he make it stick? Oh, here comes Yarm driving way up on the inside, trying to get two positions in one, but to no avail as Curtis shuts the door on Blue Mosquito. And Yarm, they're drag racing up into turn 3, uphill right-hander. Yarm on the inside, Blue Mosquito goes wide. Yarm gets the position, but now he still has to get past Curtis as RDO. Where's the Tizok at the pit? Tizok was in P2. If anyone's listening to Tizok, you guys can write down what exactly happened there. Too busy following the battle, so I didn't really see him pull off there. He may have had a drive-through. Now Tizok down in P10 with AMS right in front of him. There's Ash Best up in P8, Milan Pop in P7. Trying to catch it to Fraggle Paul. Ferrari versus Mercedes, a tale old as time there. And he's right behind his teammate Ashley, who's in P5. Blue Mosquito now up to P4. Yarm in P3. Curtis in P2. Oh yeah, for sure, JKE. Yeah, he's gonna be on this for quite a bit longer. Curtis is 6 seconds behind the leader. I wasn't even given how far they were. So yeah, about 6 seconds. RDO's got plenty of time, and by the time that RDO hits, I'm pretty sure no, Curtis on softs, he may be able to make it to the end. Who knows? It's gonna be close. Yarm in P3. Blue Mosquito in 4th position. Let's try to look at some battles going on. There's AMS. He was dropped back from 9th to 11th as we're taking a look at the front runners there. AMS is now out of the points. Going around. Let's see if we can make the pass on Mr. Stim for P10. Mr. Stim just right on the bubble of points. I believe so. Hold on now. Doesn't look like he can make the move. Unami. Again, the Haas machines, they started strong, and then unfortunately Rossi just got leveled in the beginning. Onto the podium in P14, Dougie Dude in P15, and 15 cars start off with 16 down to 15. RDO's your current leader. Let's see if he extended the lead, and looks like Curtis is slowly reeling them in. Halfway through the race, time for a lap with the leader, going around Castrol Edge. Halfway through the race, I like to do a lap with the leader, kind of highlight him a bit and show him his lines that he's taking right now. Going around Remus, around corner 2. Going through the second DRS zone. Into Schwarzgold, that would be corner number 3. Into turn 4 at Roch. Then around Worth Curve, corners 5 and 6. And then into Rinth, turn 7. That was going to throttle a bit, and then around Red Bull Mobile, turn 8. And that is your lap with the leader, RDO. Let's take a look back here. It was Blue Mosquito by himself. He was running up there, and looks like he just tried to back off the pace there just for a bit. It's Ash Betts. He's up in P5. Fraggle Paul in P6 trying to make the move, but Milan Pop right behind them. What's going on, Alan? If you want to join us, it's free to join. PlayStationGL.com. Free to register, free to join. If you're new to Formula 1 games, I would recommend registering in Formula 5. It's the rookie developmental division. Milan Pop goes wide, going a little bit of rally racing there in a Formula 1 car. But yeah, PlayStationGL.com is free to join. Majority of these guys on here are from the site, are on the chat. Human Fish is there. A couple of these other guys too. Yeah, just give them PlayStationGL.com. Free to join. And yeah, come join the fun. Looks like we have Fraggle Paul going into the pits there. Kind of plug in the website, free to join. Ash Betts still in P5, holding it down. Blue Mosquito in P4. Yar in P3. Curtis still in second place. RDO still leading. They're slowly catching up to RDO. They're getting there. Doggy Dude start off strong. He is 55 seconds down from the leader, along with onto the podium. These guys starting off strong, but unfortunately unable to do so. Spraggle Paul goes in for his final pit stop as he gets right behind Rossi for P12 on the fresh rubber. Not ready to start practicing? Not a problem, man. You join when you're ready. This is on PlayStation 4, those of you wondering. Mistim going on the inside there and getting wide, lose control, and he's going to lose his spot to Ashley in P10. And Unami and AMS, they're now battling it out. Let's ride on board with Unami, see if he can make it in the DRS. Gets a great run coming out of turn 1. Fight's got a car coming out of the pits there. Unami's going to make a great run out of turn 1. And he's going to pass AMS for P8. And then he's got his eyes set on Curtis, who was in P2, decided to pit. He's now back in P1 and P7. Now he's in the DRS. One Pop now in 6th. Tizoc now up in 5th. So after that drive-through, which I assume what he did, he's now up in 5th. Oh, he's going to give Ash Betts a little bonk as Ash Betts was trying to go into the pits there. It actually allowed Milan Pop to catch up, and he's in the DRS. Both of them are. The drag race up into turn 1. Nami won Kentucky was setting a fast lap with a 109.753. Milan Pop going wide, giving Tizok plenty of room. Turn 7 leading into the pits, it's scary because you don't, these Formula 1 cars, they don't have brake lights, so it's really hard to tell if someone's going into the pits or not unless they slow down the turn leading up into turn 7 and someone's right on their tail. It's really hard to catch up. Yarm in P2, RDO in first place. He's still leading, but I'm pretty sure the softs are nearly dead. We have 15 laps to go, coming up on 14 laps to go. He's still gonna be in. Yarm in the DRS. Let's see if he can make the pass. This is for the lead. Me first, if I was RDO, I would have pit a while ago. Grabbed out too much time. Yarm and RDO side by side, leading up into turn 2. Yarm getting the position. He is your current leader. Absolutely dominating. Oh, RDO's got a right front puncture. Pushing it too hard, so that's why. Shouldn't have threw the gears early, so he's gonna come into pit right now. Yeah, I just pushed it too hard, unfortunately. Yarm now taking the lead. Tizok in P3. He is going to get back in second position. Don't know if he did a drive-through, if he just decided to pit again. I'm not sure, and I don't want to check because there's just so much action going on. Unami up in P4 now, right behind Curtis. We just have 13 laps to go. Ash Bessa in a fast time with a 109.621. In the DRS, can Unami make the pass now? In the draft, and thinking about diving in. Nope, decided to play it safe just for a little bit. Trying to get just a little bit closer. On board with the Haas driver. Curtis really taking off. It must be in rich reds. Tizok is your new leader. Curtis in second, Unami in P3. Yarm rejoining in P5. There's RDO. He's on the super softs. He's now going to try to catch up. He's in P4. This is going to get close towards the end. Everyone's going to be bunched up, ready to go. Yarm on fresh super soft with just 12 laps to go. It's going to be absolutely close. And that is, if people have penalties, I don't want to check right now because really this track is so short and it's so fast that I do not want to look away. Even during the lap of the leader part, I was scared to even look away. Excuse me. Losing my voice over here. So exciting. RDO with a 109.311. There's Ashley in P6. He's doing really well. He's been steady the whole entire race. AMS in P7 as we go through the field. Fraggle Paul in P8. Blue Mosquito in P9. Ash Best in P10. Milan Pop in P11. Onto the podium in P12. Rossi in P13. Mr. Sim back in P14. I wonder what happened to him. He was running strong early on in the race, and we have Dougie Dude. But Tizok still leading. But Curtis right behind him. No, everyone's already pit fish. Everyone's all good to go. Because Tizok, he's on the softs right now. And yeah, I think everyone has done their pit stop. So the current position right now is the current. Actually, no, Tizok going into the pit. So earlier he must have gone through the drive-through then. So my mistake. I thought everyone pit. That was my bad. So we have a new leader. Curtis in P1. Right behind him is Unami 1 Kentucky. Right on board with him, see if he can get first place a little over half a second. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, I could go to the end of the soft one with Unami. So Unami within a half a second now in the DRS to see if we can make the pass, which is 9 laps to go. Can you do it? Unami lost the back there coming around turn 2. That's going to allow Curtis to pull away. And that's going to allow RDO and Yarn to catch right back up. So here's the main battle right now. If Yarn and RDO, they touch. Oh, Yarn loses it, trying to go way too deep, way too early. And his tire wear is gone. With 9 laps to go, Yarn's back in P5 now. Ashley now up to P4. RDO in P3. Just 2 seconds down. Let's see if he makes up any time. Coming across the stripe. He makes up about half a tenth. With just 8 laps to go, Unami in P2. Less than a second behind Curtis. No, this track is amazing. I love this track. This track is fast and fun. Only 8 corners too, so. Yeah, it is. It's wide. You can take these winding corners side by side for sure. As long as you have great car control. So Unami still within a second. Coming through corners 5 and 6. RDO right behind him. This is it. This is the battle for the lead with these 3 cars. Unami in DRS, RDO in DRS. Curtis still a sitting duck for the time being. Actually, Unami loses about 2 tenths. Let's take a look from the back of the field through onto the podium in P15. There's Dougie Dude in P14. Mr. Stim all by his lonesome in P13. Rossi in 12th position. Yarum in 11th had to go in for fresh tires after that unfortunate spin out. Alon Poth in 10th position. Rossi has retired. Oh man. Any penalties? I don't want to look away. I do not want to look away. We'll check soon. We have 7 laps to go. Well, Rossi unfortunately retiring from the race. We go up through the field. There's Blue Mosquito and AMS. They're battling for P7. Tizok in 6th position, trying to catch up. Fragglepal in P5. Ashley in P4, so Ferrari's doing very well, running 4 and 5 at the time being. RDO in P1, or P3, excuse me, 1.2 seconds behind the leader. Unami still unable to really make up any ground with Curtis, but RDO is right there. They're in the DRS. RDO is going to try to get into the draft and try to pass Unami coming in turn 3. Can he get it? Unami's on those older softs, and RDO playing his one spot to a perfection if it wasn't for that right front puncture. So here he comes on the inside, making the pass around Unami, won Kentucky, and RDO now moving into P2. Now he has eyes focused on Curtis, who is just 1.2 seconds behind, with just 6 laps to go. In the DRS, I don't think anyone, actually Unami's in the DRS, RDO is not. Yeah, don't forget to thumbs up my video, and please subscribe if you want to see more of this. And hit that alert button, get that notification when stuff like this comes up, man. This is absolutely intense racing. Thanks, Fish, for supporting me like that. Much appreciated. You were my first mod, Fish, when I came to PSGL for the Project Cards League. You were my first moderator. You were my first admin. Much appreciated. Thanks for sticking around. Looks like no one's really going anywhere. I guess this will be the best time to look to see if there's any penalties, which I'm sure there are. Yarn 3 seconds. Rakarov 3, he's out. Tizok with a 3 seconds, Ashley 3, Mr. Stim with a 3 second, Rakarov with another 3 second, Rakarov with another 3 second, Yarum with another 3 second, Yarum with another 3 second, Rossi with a 3 second, Ashbest had to stop and go, Blue Mosquito with 3 seconds, Stim with a 3 second, Ashbest with another 3 seconds, Dougie Dude 3, Rossi 3, Tizok 3, Yarm with another 3, goodness me, Tizok with a 3, Mr. Stim with 3, I know I'm trying to go through, Unami won Kentucky with 3 seconds, that's crucial, Rossi with 3, Fraggle with 3, and on the podium with 3. So out of these top 3, Unami won Kentucky has a 3-second penalty. Well, it's not always sunny in San Diego over here, Fish. Sometimes it does get pretty dang miserable. So Unami won Kentucky with a 3-second penalty. The 2 leaders of Curtis and RDO, they have been racing a clean race this whole entire race. So RDO doesn't really exactly have to worry about Unami at this point, but he does have to focus on Curtis, as we just have 3 laps to go here at the Austrian Grand Prix, round 3 of PSGL's Formula 3 division. Still, Unami is breathing down his neck. Curtis just needs to keep it clean. That's it. 3 laps to go. RDO's fallen behind. But Curtis has been on the softs. He's got to keep pushing though. He's got to be careful though. Yeah, don't jinx it. I'm not saying anything because I don't want to give him that commentator's curse. But no, it's been an amazing race thus far. Unami right on his rear. RDO trying to pull in. I wouldn't even worry about Unami. I would just let him go, just focus on what's ahead. But now 2 seconds behind, 2 laps to go. There's Curtis in P1. Can he make the... Oh man, it's close. 2 laps to go. He made up any time. He's actually lost 2/10, so Tizok has retired from the session. Oh no. Tizok was running strong. Must have been terminal damage. If Artie has any fuel left, man. Oh, yep, there he is. Turned around. Coming up into turn 2. Unfortunate. Ardio's gonna hope for Curtis to do some corner cutting there towards the end so he can try to take home this win. If it wasn't for that puncture, man, he'd be right up there with him, if not even leading this. For Curtis to chase him down. RDO goes wide. And Unami makes the pass, but as long as RDO's got a right, left, or front left puncture. Oh no. Another puncture for RDO, just racing it too hard. He's going in right now. Oh, what a heartbreaker for RDO. Again with the punctures. So Unami now sitting pretty in second, and that's going to wrap it up for Curtis. As he's on the last lap, Ashley may get his first podium. With Fraggle Paul right behind him in P4, so... Oh, man. Unbelievable. Pushing too hard. Oh, man. Hard racing all time. Yep, Curtis is going to get the win. Coming around turns 5 and 6. Let's ride on board with Curtis as he enters in turn 7 and 8. Don't mess up now, man. You're just 2 corners away. Keep it clean. I'm not going to say anything just yet, but Curtis, he's going to come across the finish line, and he's going to win his first Grand Prix at Formula 3. Amazing run from Curtis. With Unami 1 Kentucky in P2, Ashley in P3, his first podium. Good finish for Ferrari indeed. Running 3 and 4. Fraggle Paul right behind him. RDO coming out in 5th as he throws on the Ultra Softs. With Blue Mosquito right behind him. Darm in P8. AMS in P9. Ash Betts, he's going to score some points. There's onto the podium. Eden and Ash Betts going to hit the fast lap of a 108. Onto the podium in P11. Tough luck for Tizok for sure. Oh my goodness. Well done, Curtis. Indeed. Unbelievable. Yeah, I believe it is his first PSGL win. So congratulations to him. Onto the podium. Coming across 11th. Oh no? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what PSGL win that was. So Curtis with the win, Unami won Kentucky, and Ashley. Let's throw them all in to a chat room and let's discuss this amazing race. Curtis, Unami, Ashley. So you can go to blue screen here for a bit. Wow, all I have to say is great racing from all these drivers, from first all the way down to last. You guys did not disappoint. My biggest crowd, actually. I think we had up to 20 people watching, so much, much, much appreciated. Here he is, the man.
Hello!
Oh my goodness. Curtis, man, running the Silver Arrow.
Thank you.
Your first win of the season, man. How'd it feel? Tell me about your race, man. You ran an excellent race, near flawless, and to be honest, man, you were a dark horse. I know I wasn't expecting you to win for sure, but you sure as you shut me up in my mind. Unbelievable, man. Tell me about your race, man.
Okay. To be honest, when I started 8th place, my qualifying is not my strongest point. It never has. And my focus on my race pace, to be honest, and I always have. And I knew I could do a double soft stint, obviously. But when I saw some other cars go on a super soft tyres with 13 laps to go, I'm like, they're not going to last. And so what happens to Ardio? He gets a tyre puncture, I think, didn't he? I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
And so, well, I was aiming... I don't know, to be honest. It's a weird one, because I'm strong at Austria, full stop. But, I mean, I thought to myself when I got up this morning, right? I know it sounds cheesy, but I want to do it because I'm a big Hamilton fan. I'm going to do a Hamilton and win one race every single season, at least. And so I've won it. So I've won another race, which I'm really pleased about. But yeah, I mean, oh God, every single time. I don't know how many times you watched, but you know me try to get past me on the DRS straight. Yaham tried to get past me on the DRS straight, but no one could get very near me. No one could touch me because my straight line speed was so phenomenal. I didn't even know what happened, to be honest, with my straight line speed. But that's what helped me massively, to be honest, to the win.
Yeah, man, congratulations. We're keeping an eye on you and Yaram. Like every time Yaram would be in the DRS, you would just power through, and I'm just like, where's he getting this speed from? So. Congratulations once again. Next week is Monaco.
Thank you.
How do you see yourself doing in Monaco, man?
Monaco is my weakest track, massively. But I guess it's a bit like today. I look for consistency, and I'll do my best in Monaco. Like in my other league race, I finished 2nd place with really fast drivers as well. So it's just to see where I come, to be honest. I just want to try and keep it out the walls and finish the race. That is my main aim.
Simple enough. Just keep it clean and keep it on the track. Once again, man, congratulations on your first win of the season. Can't wait to see you next week. Moving on to P2, Mr. Unami, One Kentucky. How do you feel, man? You were destined for 3rd place until, unfortunately, Ardio blew his tire, and then 2nd place was yours, man. Tell me about your race.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really in it to win it this race, but when I got a bit of a chance to attack 1st place, I thought, oh, things are getting a bit exciting. But yeah, as Kurt always said, his straight line speed was phenomenal. But I managed to catch him in the corners, but because my tyres were so much older than his, it was just they were just shredding away. So yeah, I ended up backing off, letting Ardio through, and just tried to keep it towards the end, so I didn't end up with a puncher again.
Unfortunate for him, but fortunate for you, man. Congratulations on your 2nd place finish. Same question to you. Monaco is next week. How do you see yourself doing there?
Well, after the first 2 races, I haven't really had the best of results when I could have been on the podium twice. In the first 2 races, finally on the podium. So I'm just gonna take every race step by step. Try to get a good strategy to try and get at the front. I'm not going to be as aggressive and just going to take race step by step, really. I'm not looking for any wins, especially in Monaco. A lot of things could go wrong, so I need to work on a very strong strategy.
All right, sounds good, man, and can't wait to see you next week. Unfortunately, Ashley won't be able to join us, but he finished 3rd, giving Ferrari a 3 and 4, so congratulations for them. Ferrari moving up in the constructors for sure. But that's it from us at PSGL TV. I'm the Zebra94 signing off, wishing all the mothers once again a happy Mother's Day. Same time, same place. Next week is Monaco. Everyone have a wonderful day and a good night.